Hello, welcome back to Shiblon Faithful, my channel, and my name is Doug Doyle, and it's good to have you back. Those who have watched my previous videos, I've been doing this for a little while, and the last one I produced was about roughly about 2 weeks ago. Different topics, some are relatively similar topics in a way, in the ones in the past, but I'm trying to make mine a little bit shorter. I do want to make this anywhere between 5 to 7 minutes long, no longer than that if I can, this particular one. Like when I watch other people's podcasts out there that I watch for, generally I'll watch those that are about in that time range, in that length of period of time. Once in a while I'll watch one that's 10 or 15 or 20 minutes long, which doesn't bother me if it's something of a topic which I'm really interested in. There's a lot of detail in that particular production in that podcast. But this one here, I'm trying to keep it a little short. I got a couple of things I'd like to talk about today. And today, by the way, once again, my name is Doug, and I'm broadcasting from Utah. It's Thursday afternoon. It's about 4:38 right now p.m. And the weather's great. It's in the low 70s, I think it is right now out here in northern Utah. The date is October the 5th, 2023. And it's good to be here and to talk with you once again. By the way, if you can, make any comment you want, pro or con, but when I say con, make it constructive. See the part, C-O-N part of pro-con, of con. Make it constructive. And I will listen to and respect those opinions that show respect to me and to other people I may be talking about or other issues. Because I can change my mind if somebody has a good, valid point. That's always good for me to hear. So please give me those comments as well as any you may feel just pro about and good about. I want to hear your comments. I want to have a conversation going between those also making the comments between yourselves as well. Just keep it respectful, and that's what everybody wants who has a good heart. Nothing less. Uh, Also, hit the like button, subscribe, if you will. That would really help me out and to get the message out to more people, and share it. I'll be putting this on different social media platforms, so where you can share or share with those that you know, please do so if you feel like it's a good, helpful message. That's what I'm trying to do in all my videos. Okay, what I'd like to talk about right now is something, I'll make it kind of short, two things. I'll start off with the family that came from Germany back in 2008, 15 years ago. The Romeike family. It's spelled like the city of Rome, and then Ike, like Ike Eisenhower. Put that together, it's Romeike, the Romeike family from Germany. It's a mother and father and their children, and they left Germany because they were being forced by the German government at that time, who were enforcing a law that had been passed during Adolf Hitler's reign in the late 30s against homeschooling. Parents were not allowed to homeschool back in the late 30s. That law was passed in the Third Reich, Nazi Germany, and they still haven't taken that one off the books. They still observe it and they enforce it apparently. Because in 2008 they were enforcing that, and they were threatening to take the children that were much younger then, the Romeikes then, out of their home and take them away from them and put them in foster homes, and possibly even fine them as well. So they left, came to America in 2008. They've been here for 15 years. They're living in the state of Tennessee. And apparently they entered and have maintained doing everything proper and legal through through ICE, the immigration system, all these years. And now they're being threatened to be deported all of a sudden just a few weeks ago. I think the last resolution date, or last date, is October 11th, which will be 6 days from now. That'll be Wednesday of next week, I believe. So they're being threatened with, really threatened with deportation. The parents and all their children, who are two of which are grown. I think a son and a daughter who are both married, American citizens, and one of those couples has a brand new baby. and they're being threatened to be kicked out of America as well and returned back to Germany, as well as the two youngest ones of the family who were, I think it's a, I can't remember if it's a boy and a girl, two girls, but they were both born in America after the Romeikes came to America. They were born here. So they're all being threatened to be kicked out in just a short period of time in the next week or so. Uh, they've done everything proper and legal, and the Biden administration through the ICE department has not given them any solid reason the why they're doing this. Now, this is a Christian family. This is a Christian family, and uh, it makes you wonder why they're letting thousands and millions come across the southern border of America illegally without really having to do anything of any substantial part to check in and be verified here in America once they enter, and no punishment at all. They're letting them come in, but they're deporting a good, righteous Christian family who've been here for 15 years and are apparently have been a big, good influence in their local community as well. So, uh, unbelievable. The other part I want to mention is the leader of our church, leader of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, President Russell M. Nelson, our prophet, spoke just a few days ago when we had general conference of the church, which we hold once every 6 months on Saturday and Sunday. It's a total of both days combined of 5 2-hour sessions, or close to 2 hours sessions. And the very last session on Sunday afternoon, the prophet, President Nelson, spoke about different issues in his recorded message to all those saints and actually members and non-members alike, not just throughout the United States, but throughout the world in his broadcast, for us to think celestially. He said to think celestial, said it several times using different examples. Like if we're having a tense time in our family or at work or at school uh, about this or that, but to always remember to think celestial, have that in our hearts and our minds, so that we will conduct ourselves as Christ would have us do it. And that will solve and head off and nip in the bud any greater damage that may be done in relationships to other people and how we conduct ourselves. I do remember that my great grandfather in Western New York, where I grew up, and he kept a journal, and from his early 20s, and in the mid 1840s, he wrote about a lot of things. He kept a very diligent uh, journal, and in one of them, he spoke about his relationships to someone else, to a lady out there that he loved. But he mentioned and he wrote, he was a farmer through and through, and also a teacher, well educated and very smart teacher as well. Became his vocation. Anyway, one of the journal entries, which was transcribed and typed up and submitted to me and my siblings by our mother years ago, he refers to this in a way as well, because he used the word celestial. And in the way he wrote it, he capitalized every single letter in the word celestial in his journal entry for the generations like myself, over 100 years, almost 200 years later, to read. And he was referring to, in effect, the same philosophy that President Nelson mentioned just a few days ago in conference, to think celestially. That should be our goal, especially in these last days, when those who are Christians know that these are the last days and the second coming is coming. We need to be prepared for it and to be a good influence. And that's what I'm trying to do on this video today and every day and in the future ones as well. May God bless you. Keep your chin up. Keep smiling. Uh, stick to the truth. Obey God. Do what God would have you do. And things will not always be easy when you make these decisions. You may suffer or may be forced to suffer reactions from other people or your companies or whatever it may be, but do all things in wisdom and order. But follow Christ, and he will not lead you astray. And you will be blessed for it now in this life and in the eternities. So things celestial, as President Nelson said. I love you. You take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.